of today's live streaming. It's been a slower day today. A little slower than I was anticipating, but we'll keep cracking away. One of the things I've come to learn is if you're watching the micro moments, it can be a long day, meaning like, I'm not where I should be yet. But oftentimes things develop, change over the course of a day. So I usually like to try and just focus on the work that needs to get done, like just keep working through and not watch the score, but just keep pushing hard, right? And at some point it kind of works out. So I say just to those who are considering this job, wondering if it's good. Well, it depends, like how patient you can be to wait for the dynamics of the job to kick into effect, really. We are just moments away from our ride here. I'm just checking the house numbers here to find out where I'm supposed to be going. I think I'm turning in here. Ah, there she is. Okay, I'm right back. Hi. Hello, Sierra.
Yeah.
My name is Binyam.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, dear. On your app, you may have a code for me to
Yes, I
input it.
do.
And while you're finding that, let me give you a quick heads up. I do an unusual thing in my Uber there where I live stream.
Okay.
So don't say anything that you don't want going on the internet.
Okay, sounds
In
good.
essence.
My pin will be 4259.
Awesome. Cool. We are good to go.
Perfect.
You know, I can tell you I've been picking people up all morning who would envy the start time to your day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't supposed to work today, but I got called in. So.
Ah. Gracious of you for being willing to go in.
Yeah.
What is it you do, Sierra?
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
I sell chocolate.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's another job.
Yeah.
Or is it fun, I should ask?
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does a stressful day as a chocolate seller look like?
We get really busy around Christmas time.
Oh,
So lots and lots of customers.
Yeah.
Yeah, very busy.
Does it seem like chaos and mayhem when they're all in the store at the
It
same
does.
time? You're just trying to keep track of a whole bunch of things, I imagine, at once?
Yeah.
Oh my. What's your favorite kind of chocolate?
Honestly, I'm not actually a big chocolate fan.
Okay, so you're like the prime candidate to
Yeah.
work there.
I don't eat a lot of the products. So I prefer like candy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
You don't like chocolate because...
I don't know. I just prefer like sour things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Savory.
Yeah.
Like sour candies.
Yeah.
And chips.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Sour candies are fun.
Yeah.
But you don't sell those.
No, we sell like one type of candy, but the rest is just chocolate.
Chocolates. Gotcha. In your perspective, is white chocolate chocolate?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's made from, cocoa butter. So
Okay.
I say yes.
Okay. Cool.
But I wouldn't use my opinion as law or anything.
Well, I just asked because that's my favorite one.
Yeah.
Yep. I love white chocolate.
Yeah.
Mine's white chocolate first, then milk chocolate, and then dark chocolate. I'm not too much of a fan of.
Yeah. It's not as sweet, so most people don't love it.
And those who do are really, I don't know, they really enjoy the healthy side of it, I guess, right? Yeah. Have you been working at the chocolate store for a long time?
Yeah. About a year and a half.
What is something most people don't know about chocolate that you know?
It really doesn't go bad.
You don't say.
A lot of people come in and they're like,
Yeah.
well, how long will it last? And I'm like, well, as long as you don't like melt it, it'll
Yeah.
be fine for a while.
Yeah. So once it's melted, though, it loses its.
It just kind of loses its shape.
Okay.
Loses, you know,
Oh, I see the shape. Of
right,
course. Yeah,
like-
yeah.
It's not as fun to eat. Like,
But
you know, when you
it's-
keep a chocolate bar in your pocket for too long,
Yep.
it's not as fun to eat after that.
True. But it's still good.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still edible.
And is there dairy in chocolate?
There is, yeah.
There is.
In milk chocolate and white chocolate, obviously.
Okay.
Sometimes, depending on the percentage of the dark chocolate,
Hmm.
but yeah.
But the chocolate still won't go bad, even though it has dairy.
I mean, I'm not saying it won't ever go
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it lasts a lot longer than you'd expect.
Gotcha. Okay. It almost sounds like honey.
Kind of.
I often wonder about that dynamic about companies that do their hires. Say like a wine company.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't be better to have, I mean, on the one hand, it makes sense that you need to know your well, whatever you're selling well enough. But then on the other hand, it's also like, but if you really don't like the taste of it, then you're able to, I don't know, sell more of it.
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely eat the chocolate.
You do, okay.
But I don't prefer, like, it's not my favorite kind of sweet.
Yeah.
So,
Do you get any perks for working there?
I get a discount on
Okay.
the chocolate, so if I, need to buy somebody a gift or something, it's nice.
Yes.
But, it's just a nice working environment. All my coworkers are really nice.
Yeah.
The company I work for is really nice. I like it.
Cool. It's hard finding all those things in alignment. Oftentimes I've seen people who love their job but hate the people they work with, which turns out they really hate their job. And then there's those who are ecstatic about the people they work with, even though they're ambivalent about the work, and that turns out that they really love their job there. And then it's rare to find
Yeah.
like you, the ones who love both. So kudos. And far more common to find those who don't enjoy both.
Yeah, right.
So it is Christmas season, which means you're quite busy.
Yeah.
Does that mean the rest of the year it's really hard to stay, like, when it's slow, is it boring, or is there still work that you can be like, there's stuff to do?
Kind of a little bit of both. Mostly the summertime is when it gets really, really chill.
Yeah.
My store also sells ice cream,
What?
so we do a lot of that in the summer too. So
Not chocolate ice
we
cream,
keep
though.
busy. Well, we have like chocolate ice cream,
That
but
makes
we
sense,
have
yeah.
other flavors too.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Okay. But that's still too sweet for you.
No, I like ice cream.
Okay.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a bit childish. I really like the bubblegum ice cream.
Yes. How about Tiger?
Oh, the tiger tail?
Yes.
With the peanut butter one? Or is that
No,
orange?
that's the orange with the
licorice,
licorice
right?
stripes, exactly.
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I like the orange.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the licorice.
Okay.
Is that your favorite?
I love the licorice.
Nice.
I'm very particular about the licorice I enjoy.
Okay.
It can't be too strong, but the one in the ice cream is quite nice. I like that. But like you're saying, many people aren't fans of it either, so that makes sense. Hey, we gotta get 8 minutes before our destination. I like to play a game with my riders if they're open to it.
Okay.
One of the themes that I've been devoting a lot of energy in lately, especially by way of extending the conversation, is the theme of integrity. And I'm more interested in like integrity for young men. But I got like a list of questions in front of me here. If you want to choose between 1 and 7, I'd love to get some of your insights on a very, like, I don't even know what you're going to choose, but yeah, choose me a number between 1 and 7.
6.
6? Okay. So the question is, ooh, this is a good one. One who has a lifelong struggle with lying or speaking dishonestly, can they have integrity? Can they have the hope of having integrity, even though they struggle with lying?
I think so. I
Cool.
think everybody, has the ability to have integrity.
Okay.
I think everybody always working towards it.
Yeah.
And like progress isn't linear. You're always going to make mistakes.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Fall back.
Okay.
I don't think we should assume somebody is just an awful person because they struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think anyone is able to have integrity.
Yeah.
I just think it's progress, you know.
Yeah, but very redemptive approach to life.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. How would you define integrity for you?
That's a tough question.
Oh, okay.
Music is some motivation.
I enjoy it.
Integrity is, I kind of associate it with like honesty.
Yeah.
Not necessarily telling the truth, but
Yeah.
just being honest with yourself.
It's a good distinction. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, also with telling the truth when prompted, but like, you know yourself best. You
Yeah.
know what is important to you.
Yeah.
And it's your job to
Yeah.
kind of keep on track with that.
Yeah.
So,
Totally.
yeah.
Cool.
So how long have you been doing the live streaming?
Oh, this is a new iteration of the content I usually curate.
Okay.
So I've been doing a lot more recorded videos. But live stream I've been actually making plans for the past few months.
Okay.
And we're only days into the live streaming extension. So it's actually quite exciting. I've been doing a lot of planning and careful thinking about it because one of the things when I make content, especially with others in it, a huge part of that for me is consent. What does consent look like?
Yeah.
Because some people just don't want to be featured online or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so with the live streaming option, like with the recorded part, like I usually gain consent at the end if there's that. But with live streaming, it's kind of like, how do I protect their privacy when it's like continuously like being uploaded, right?
Yeah.
That took some time to get used to. So that's why the camera's directly on me instead of you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and so along those lines, that's something I had to sort through, and there's more plans for recording at nighttime, for example,
Oh,
right? And,
nice.
so it's an ongoing project to be started, but I've only been doing this a few days.
Oh, really?
Indeed,
Nice.
yes, for sure. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun just because there's so like one of the reasons I do this is because there's just so much in the context of what I get to experience at this job
Yeah.
that is so like it just fills my bucket in wonderful ways.
Yeah.
That I also wanted to share that with my audience, saying here is like how I don't know how encouraging life could be when you have a whole bunch of these kind of connections, right? Yeah.
I definitely agree. That's how I feel in my job. It's I'm not making like the most money in the world.
Yeah.
I like the little conversations you get to have with
Totally,
people and
yeah.
kind of see life from their point of view and stuff like that.
And the fact that you get to intersect their schedule for however long, and it's kind of sweet to be able to be a part of that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it too.
I do, yeah.
That's amazing.
And red light camera in 300 meters.
I was thinking about the way you were saying being honest, and I was just still reflecting that you were like, honesty with yourself is a big thing. Now maybe people get to that epiphany, and so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
One more thing I wrestled with when I was thinking about that, because I totally agree with you, because I know for many years I didn't have honesty with myself, right? And so I was fumbling even though I desired to experience integrity. And so I would totally agree with you saying, can you be honest? That's where I had to start, is honesty with self, right? But then I was thinking about also that the way I sort of worded it in my my offering for definition was the alignment. So when you can align your internal values as being true to yourself and the things that you really believe in with the way you behave as well too.
Yeah.
Because there's also that component as well too. I like how you're like, I don't know, and then you just kind of, here you go. Oh, by the way, I just had this in my back pocket. Let me just pull it out, well. So well done, well done.
Thank you.
When did you, in your life, make that commitment to being honest with yourself, or was that always there? Or was there a where you're like, oh, this is what, you know, it really means for me to tap in?
It's kind of just been like throughout my life, I've realized like you don't come a long way by lying to yourself and making yourself feel things.
Yeah.
A lot of like, I deal with a lot of like confidence issues, and
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think by just being genuinely like trying,
Yeah.
I'm still trying. I'm not
Yeah.
great at it, but
Yeah.
with being honest at yourself, you can be a lot happier than when you're,
Absolutely.
you know, not. So
Agreed. I see that.
yeah,
Yeah. Sierra, thanks for sharing that.
yeah, no worries.
This last question I have for you, I would love a no answer if that's your gut response, and because I celebrate that too.
Okay.
Like I said, my live stream is here. Would you be comfortable if I were to share this conversation and the insights, like on the recording? That means your face would be on there too, if you're comfortable. Like I said, many people are not though, because they really value privacy, which is a totally legitimate thing. And so that's why I say a no answer is glorious as well.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Doesn't bother me.
Okay.
You're okay with that?
I am. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I get that. So
I'd love that. Thank you for being willing. I like these conversations, especially just because they hold some currency in being a key for some who are like, ooh, that's what I needed to hear today, or I didn't know that that was an option, you know. Or so. Thank you for being willing.
Yeah.
My dear, the time has come for you to go and make some epic connections in your day.
Thank you so much.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah,
dear.
nice to meet you too. By far the best Uber I've ever been in.
Thank you. You were a delightful company as well.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Sierra.
Drive safe with the snow.
I will. That. Okay, cheers. Aw, she was sweet too, wasn't she? Amazing. We'll save that recording for later, and I hope you guys were encouraged with that conversation as well. I appreciated her insight. The honesty with self, that's like a huge epiphany that I didn't have access to for years, and so I'm impressed that she's already in that place. And it's such a vulnerable share too, right? Where she was saying that she's had to work through some challenges on her side, as to especially how she sees herself and takes up space. So good, so good. All right, I will see you on episode 10. Ciao for now.